Hey, do you know what time it is? Yes, it's that time again for Coach Lyndy's Prodcast, the podcast to get you moving. Hi, I'm Lyndi Hutchinson, Certified Life Mastery Consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. It's my privilege to be with you today. I do preach and teach the proven, reliable, repeatable method of transformation. And it's my privilege to be with you now, and we'll cover some information that should inspire and encourage you to keep building your dreams and creating a life that you love. This week, our Smarty Pants collection selection is John C. Maxwell. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So many times when we start a project or we have a goal, it doesn't go the way we want. It starts falling apart. We start running into problems and we give up and it's over. And that's unfortunately why so many dreams and so many aspirations go unfulfilled. So this gentleman, a little background on John Maxwell. John Maxwell is from Michigan originally. He and his wife currently live in Florida. He has been a lifelong pastor, speaker, and author. He's written many books. Some of his books have become New York Times bestsellers, and he's had quite a reach in his influencing others to do good and be the best that they can be. He has been a pastor since the 1970s, all his adult life pretty much, and he has worked and served in churches in Indiana, Ohio, California, and Florida. So when you listen to or read his books, I find them very funny. They're very warm and friendly, and it's an easy listen, and you have some wonderful takeaways. So let's look page 164. The whole book is great. But he's talking about learning to laugh, especially when things don't go right, and especially when it's in business. He says, I've discovered that I'm willing to see the humor in my bad experiences, and I will never run out of things to laugh about. Does laughing fix everything? Maybe not, but it helps. One of my favorite stories related to bad experiences is about a man who sent a business friend flowers on the day of his grand opening. However, the order was handled badly by the florist, and the businessman received a bouquet that was intended for a funeral. It was accompanied by a card that said, "My deepest sympathy during this time of sorrow." When the man called his friend on the phone to wish him well, his friend was confused. "Why in the world did you send me these sympathy flowers?" asked the businessman. The man who sent the flowers immediately contacted the florist and demanded an explanation. "I am terribly sorry about the mix-up with the flowers," the florist said, obviously upset. "I hope you will be understanding. Your situation isn't half as bad as the one down at the funeral home. The folks there received your flowers accompanied by the card which said, 'Best wishes in your new location.'" So sometimes you just have to laugh about it. And as we look through history, we know that there's many times there have been innovators and developers and inventors who also have had many false starts, many things have fallen apart, and they kept going until they finally reached their desired goal. One of the frustrations we may also find ourselves in is when we maybe unwittingly end up comparing ourselves to others. And that is really the kiss of death, because we don't know that other person's journey. They're not the same as we are. They're probably not trying to accomplish the same thing that we're trying to do. But it's a very human and pretty normal and common thing to do. So on page 60, earlier in the book, he talks about how it is a pitfall to compare ourselves to others. It says it can lead to tremendous frustration and dissatisfaction because you always find someone better off than you are. I came across a humorous take on this recently, written by a woman who says that in her next life she would like to be a bear. She writes, "When you're a bear, you get to hibernate. You do nothing but sleep for 6 months. I can deal with that. Before you hibernate, you're supposed to eat yourself stupid. I could deal with that. If you're a bear, you birth your children who are the size of walnuts while you're sleeping and wake up to partially grown, cute, cuddly cubs. I could definitely deal with that. If you're a mama bear, everyone knows you mean business. If you swat at anyone who bothers your cubs. If your cubs get out of line, you swat them too. I can deal with that. If you're a bear, your mate expects you to wake up growling. He expects that you'll have hairy legs and excess body fat. Yep, gonna be a bear." So this week, our power word for the week is laugh. Our train your brain thought for the week is life is too important to take seriously. And from our Hey, That's Funny file, from the immoral, the amazing, and one of my personal favorites, Bob Hope, he said, "You know you're getting old when the candles cost more than the cake." Thank you, Bob. All right, here we go. We're off into the rest of the week. We're going to have a great week. Keep building your dreams. Keep creating a life that you love. And until I see you again, take care. Bye.